This one skill will literally give you super strength. When I learned this skill, everything changed for me and a new avenue of strength unlocked that I've never seen before. Yo guys, what is up? C-Ray back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys a skill that I learned in calisthenics that changed the game for me. And I'm serious when I say this is going to give you super strength. I know super strength doesn't really exist, but this is the closest thing to it. So the skill that I'm talking about is the 90-degree hold, otherwise known as the bent arm planche. With this movement, you're basically floating in the air using your hands and balancing in a horizontal position. This skill is definitely not easy, and so getting to a good foundation in your pushing strength exercises in calisthenics, such as mastering your push-ups and getting to a good level at dips too, is going to allow this to become easier for you. But if you want to learn this skill and you haven't got to a good foundation yet, then there still are easier progressions that you can use in order to get to the full 90-degree hold. So do not worry, there is something for you in this video that you can take away and start doing today, no matter what level you're at. The 90-degree hold is way different to the push-up, even though it might look similar in some aspects. Yes, you are in that horizontal position with your body. However, your hands are in a slightly different placement, and there is a reason for this. With the push-up, as you guys can see right here, your center of gravity is different to when you're in the 90-degree hold position. Your hands are lower down with your body and they're against your waist area. So instead of being up in your chest area, your hands are going to be rotated and down to your waist. And there is a simple reason why. You can't lift your body up if your hands are in a push-up position. Only your upper body is going to be lifted up, your feet are going to be on the ground, because there is no way to lift your whole body up unless your hands are here. So even when it comes to skills such as the planche, this is an important point. You need to figure out your center of gravity. There is a few ways that you guys can figure out your center of gravity, and this is the first way to do it. So start in this position, rotate your hands, push up. Clearly, that's not going to lift your legs up. So what you're going to have to do is go a little bit further down. Try that. This is going to be a lot harder, and this would be more of a pseudo push-up. This is also a great progression to learn, but I'll get into that in a little bit. Then eventually you guys would go down to this position, which would be where your hands are more in line with your waist. And then from this position, you'll find that it's going to be easier to lift your legs up and your upper body at the same time, just like this. So the first step is to find your center of gravity, which is easily found by moving down your hands gradually to find out which hand positioning level is going to be best for you to lift your legs and your upper body off of the ground. You guys might not be able to lift your body off of the ground yet, but at least you're in the right position to be able to do it. The next thing that we need to learn is balance and control. If you guys are lifting your body up and using your hands to stabilize your upper body and your lower body in a straight position, then that's not going to be an easy task. Therefore, learning slightly easier skills like the elbow lever is going to be great to build up the understanding of horizontal balance and control. There is way less strength required for the elbow lever because your body and your hip area is balancing on your elbows and your arms, and so you don't really need to use any shoulder, tricep or forearm strength to lift yourself off of the ground. So if you're just starting, then an elbow lever is going to be the best skill you can learn, because it's not going to require that much strength, and you can understand how it's going to feel in the 90-degree hold in a horizontal balancing standpoint. Next up, after you guys learn the elbow lever, you can then learn the 90-degree hold positioning, as I said, and you can do exercises such as pseudo planche push-ups, where you're going to have your arms and your hands slightly lowered down to your waist level, leaning forward into the movement and pushing back up again. The better you guys get at doing pseudo planche push-ups, the easier it's going to be to eventually lift your feet off of the ground and hold that position. After you guys get good at doing pseudo planche push-ups, then we can start learning the easier progressions of the 90-degree hold. The very first skill that you guys can learn for the bent arm planche or the 90-degree hold would be to get in the 90-degree hold position, just like this. Make sure your hands are by your waist. All you want to do from here, lift your body up, come down and lift each leg off the ground, just like this. And you can hold it with one for as long as possible, or you can alternate them. And then you can move on to the next progression, which would be the tucked 90-degree hold or the tucked bent arm planche. The best way to perform this one is to get in the same position that you would be in terms of your hand placement. Lean forward into it and make sure your wrists are at your waist level before you lift your other part of your body off the ground, just like this. After you're able to hold that progression for at least 10 to 20 seconds, then you can move on to the next progression. The very next progression that I don't see a lot of people doing is the straddle 90-degree hold or the straddle bent arm planche. Many straddle positions in calisthenics, even when it comes to the planche, are going to be a lot easier than the full version, such as the full planche. This is the same thing when it comes to this movement right here, guys. So instead of having your legs together, guys, like this, you can move them slightly wider, just like that. And all you want to do is lean into the movement and come off the ground for a few seconds. This is going to be sufficient enough to build up some strength, just like this. And you guys can do this for reps. And the more you do this, the easier it's going to become to hold the position off of the floor, and then the full 90-degree hold is going to become a little bit easier for you. So eventually you guys will be in the full position for the 90-degree hold, keeping your legs together, and then you can do exactly the same thing as you did with the straddle until eventually you can come off of the ground and hold it for as long as possible, completing the 90-degree hold. Another progression that I'd recommend you guys do is to use a resistance band on a pull-up bar to support some of your weight, and this is going to make you feel a lot lighter during the movement, which is kind of like a little cheat code. But if you guys don't have access to a resistance band, then do not worry. You can still use your body weight and go through these progressions that I've showed you guys in order to unlock the full 90-degree hold and gain superhuman strength. So at this point, you guys are probably thinking, well, how is that going to unlock super strength for me? So not only does this movement look cool, but also this movement is going to transfer into a lot of advanced moves in calisthenics, and so learning this when you have the strength to do it is going to be amazing for your future progress. If you guys want to learn advanced moves in the future, such as the handstand to the 90-degree hold, then unlocking the 90-degree hold first, which is a big part of the movement, is going to unlock a lot of strength, not only to be able to hold a handstand a lot easier and even potentially do a handstand push-up in the future, but also the 90-degree hold of the movement, which is the coolest looking part and makes it look like you're levitating, is already going to be unlocked for you. Therefore, it's not going to take a lot of time for you to unlock that movement. Also, on full planche push-ups, you guys are doing a 90-degree hold at the bottom portion of the rep, coming up into the planche again. So the 90-degree hold is also going to help you unlock the planche, which is one of the hardest skills to unlock in calisthenics. You guys are going to get all these strength benefits, but also not to mention the muscle growth benefits you're going to get too. So because you're holding that isometric position, this is going to activate and target different muscle fibers along with your stabilizer muscles, which don't really get activated in any other movement that you do, whether it's in the gym or sometimes even in calisthenics. This move is really one of a kind, and definitely the move I would recommend you guys learn to unlock different feats of strength to any other exercise you can do and eventually become a pro athlete in calisthenics. I also find with this movement that it helps to learn it on an elevated surface. And so if you guys want to grab some parallettes for your journey, head over to the link in my description and get your discount using my code CRAY10 at GoreNation to get the best quality parallettes in the game, and you can get small ones like this to improve your calisthenics journey and unlock the 90-degree hold a lot quicker. Also, if you guys are interested in progressing really fast, then I also have my own app, link in the description also, and you guys can get that for a massive discount right now, reaching your full potential in calisthenics a whole lot quicker. But that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like as always. Also make sure to comment of what you guys want to see next, and make sure you don't forget to subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.